Rory, day one complete. How did you feel today? Go start us off.
I think it wasn't too bad at all. I think it was great. The Aviva was such a success. I think to get sort of 180, 190 people there was massive. And some of the people that were there that give up their morning when they could be working. I think obviously to get sort of some good friends there and colleagues that were there and to walk with us. Obviously with other good friends sponsoring the breakfast on Eagle overseas. Dan and Brendy Strain being down there as well. So it just sort of shows you how much people will give up to support me and what's important to me. But I think just through the day I think it was quite a relatively easy start. Dublin's obviously flat. You're going through the city's always easy to walk in, and then even when we went past after that break in Crumlin, the afternoon was still a reasonably flat leg. I think it's relatively short compared to some of the days coming up. So all in all, a good start. It's a reflection of, first of all, what you were like as a rugby player, as a teammate, but probably more importantly as a sort of person and as a friend, and something that somebody, because the easiest thing in the world is you can always find an excuse not to do something. There's so many things going on, and you can throw something out and you're not going to challenge it. You just thank them for giving it consideration and move on. But the fact that they sort of have found time in their day to do that, I think it probably, you would like to think it speaks volumes that the time you spent playing rugby and spent time with them in a team, that they appreciated you for who you are, and again, that's the big thing, that you don't expect people to give a full day. Like even guys that just come out, they go to the breakfast, they support that, and then they walk for as much as they can, knowing that they have other things on that morning that were probably in the diary long before I asked them to do anything. When you leave the Aviva Stadium and you're walking to Crumlin and then on to Newcastle, and when you walk out, and there was probably about 60 of us there, and that's sponsors, friends, teammates, family, and then you look behind and the Irish Army are there and the guards are escorting you through Dublin, and the fact that we probably walk through Dublin quicker than you drive through it. And I think just as a starting point, because ultimately this is a start, it's day one, but it's one of the big goals of this walk and the previous walk was, yes, the money, but actually about generating awareness. And we walked through, and so many news channels and sports channels, like on the front page of the Sky Sports rugby app, it was a big thing for me. I love my Sky Sports app. They're publicising the walk, and that is a massive part of this. It's actually about getting the profile raised. Obviously politicians being at the breakfast as well, because you're under no illusions. There's only so much that we can fundraise as walk, and there's only so much you can keep asking the public to help you. At the end of the day, there's a couple of things that we need on top of the generosity of people, and that's private donors and private benefactors to step up and say, look, I like what's happening here, and that's about awareness. And then the government, like, ultimately to get this done, we really need that massive help from the public sector.